Hello, this is video number 2, and it is my tribute and my homage to Ram Dass for who he was in my life as a young person and as I grew to be 68 years old today. Anyway, as I said in my first video, when I first met Ram Dass and was in that small group interview, I felt like everybody in all their flowing clothes and me in my clothes that looked like I was from LL Bean store in Maine and everybody else was from Woodstock. So here we are, video number 2. And I remember once Ram Dass telling a story. He had been at the Omega Institute doing a workshop. And because it was close to the Sufi Foundation or the Message, the Abode of the Message, or I think that's what it's called, he was invited for dinner. So he went to dinner, and after dinner, all the Sufi people said to him, Ram Dass, you keep telling the same stories over again, and it's like you're teaching second graders. And Ram Dass said to them, you know, to me, the Dharma, or the way, or life itself, the teachings, and how to be a fully mature human being in the world, he said he was in awe of the Dharma. And if he was supposed to be a second grade teacher, then so be it. And I think I was so attracted to Ram Dass because maybe he was the second grade teacher. But everybody could understand. He was the one that looked into everybody's eyes and everyone felt seen and acknowledged. So this is a little snippet. I'm going to make the videos really short. This is a little story about time that I learned from Ram Dass, a very basic second grade story. Remember, I was only 22 at the time when I met Ram Dass, and we were in New York, and he would always drive to Massachusetts. And since I'm from Massachusetts, he's also from Massachusetts. One weekend I heard he was going to Boston. So as this young student in his class, he said, Ram Dass, can I get a ride with you this weekend? And he said, sure. So I was so excited to ride 5 to 6 hours with him, to drive with him. And we drove, and he brought me to the North Station, train station, so that I could take a train from Boston to Gloucester. And he said, Lisa, be here on Sunday at 6 p.m. and we'll drive back to New York. I said, great. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was late, but I was 45 minutes late. And he was sitting in the car, and I came out. I was very excited. Hi, Ram Dass. And he said, Lisa, I was just about to leave. I asked you to be here at 6 o'clock. Everybody's time is important to them. And it's important for you to be on time. Whether you're going to work, you're going to a class, you're doing life in general, be on time. So of course, as a young person, I was mortified, and I sat in the car, and for about 4 hours on our way back to New York, he didn't say one word. And I sat there, and then of course I did apologize. And I really felt, even though that was kind of a second grade teaching, as a 22-year-old, you know, you kind of carefree. You don't think it's a big deal. But it was a big deal. And that is what I learned, a simple lesson on time. And do you know, in my whole life, I'm never late. I haven't been late to any events, any engagements whatsoever. I think once I was a little late for someone who invited Ed and I to dinner. And I was very apologetic about it. But again, if that's a second grade teaching, it's a simple teaching that has, as I said, has been with me my whole life. And I really appreciated what he meant by that, about being on time. And that's just a little story, and it's my story and my relationship to him. But what I hear over and over and over again from people, even the people that were with Ram Dass in the late 60s as well as the early 70s, they always, most of them, felt very touched by Ram Dass, very guided by him, and very seen by him, because he would look really at you and see what it is you might need or what it is that you could share with him. So on that note, again, Ram Dass, thank you. Thank you for everything you were and everything you've been to everybody. And as in this closing of this video, I'll tell you a dream I had the night that Ram Dass died. He died on December 22nd, 2019 in Hawaii on Maui. I went to bed and we were both in a soup kitchen. This is my dream. And we were feeding people soup in a homeless kitchen. And we were giving the soup to people. And he looked at me. He was very tall. And he had that great shining smile and those bright green blue eyes. And he looked at me and he grabbed my ear and he called me by my Indian name. And he said, and he pulled my ear and he said, Vasu, I gotta go. And I woke up. So in some ways I felt I had a little sighting and a little darshan from Ram Dass. And it was wonderful. So this is video number 2. And thank you for listening. And again, you're welcome to make comments and you can send them to me, Laomaley, Laomaley @gmail.com. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.